So tell me a little bit about how many cars were used.
How many DeLoreans there were? Okay. First movie, we bought 3 DeLoreans, and we thought we were going to use all 3, dress them up, and we discovered that the DeLorean was too small to put a camera in. So all the interior shots, we weren't going to be able to use a real working DeLorean. We had to cut one apart. So effectively, we had 2.5 DeLoreans for part 1 because we had to break one open so that we could get the camera behind the driver. So all the shots that you see with Michael J. Fox in the car are process shots. Then when we went to do the third one, we recovered the 2 functioning DeLoreans and the shell DeLorean that we had from the first one. We bought 2 more DeLoreans and we built another one out of fiberglass. So there were a total of 5 stainless steel DeLoreans purchased in the course of the 3 movies, plus a fiberglass one that we cast so that we could hang it on wires to do some of the flying car stuff.
Now this is what I know so far, and correct me on the stuff that's right or wrong. Okay, we're trying to figure out the car that was hit by the train. Was that the A hero car?
It probably wasn't. I don't remember which car was which, because by the time we got to the third movie, and you know, we put cars through hell in a movie, right? So stuff would get dented, and we ended up cannibalizing one of the cars for the other cars. So we always, if a fender got dented, we'd tear the fender off of the worst looking car, you know, and put it on so that we always had some functioning car. So by the end of the movie, I don't know how many cars we had that were drivable, but we took one of them and we dressed it up to make sure that we could destroy it. We had to pre-score it. We put primer cord in it because we want to make sure, you know, it blew apart.
Your words from 2004 were splattered all over Oxnard.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we know that the car that's on the tram ride at Universal Hollywood has the cones in the vents that were used to blow the CO2 out the vents, and also have some brackets welded underneath it that were used for towing shots. We're pretty sure that that was the car used in the parking lot in the mall as the hero car there because of the vent spraying and the mounts that up into the, like, I figured out that in Doc's van, you couldn't drive the car up into it and then get out, so it was winched up into the ramp, I guess, and lowered.
That wasn't my job.
I didn't know if you were there that night.
No, I was there, but it was like, okay, here's the shot.
You're thinking about the creative stuff.
I'm trying to make sure that, you know, the cameraman's there on time, that we got enough film, you know, all the other stuff. I'm not worried about the special effects guy. This is your job. Get the car into the truck so that it comes out, we get a great shot.
The only reason we're interested in this stuff is because out of all the variations of all the different parts, we're trying to decide on which one to make the standard to go by. And we've decided that the first movie in the parking lot at the mall is the car that we should use as the control.
Right.
So, you know, with the variations like the Part 3 car, having the Volkswagen underneath, we know which car that is. So we're just trying to identify all the cars and see which ones are left, and we didn't know.
We don't know.
Nobody knows. They were cannibalized.
Nobody knows. They were cannibalized. And then when we did the DVD release in 2002, they refurbished one of the cars. So, you know, I don't know how much of that car is original. I mean, it looks great, but you know, it doesn't matter really.
Now, a lot of the parts are missing off the cars. Do any of the filmmakers or writers of the movie have any of this stuff sitting on their desk?
Well, you know the answer to that.
How about you, Ken? You got any questions for Mr. Gale? Come on.
I got a question for you. We know the B car is still on the back lot. We know that one of the flight cars is in Florida. And we know that Desi is a gentleman who collects the parts. He has the Part 3 car in California now. But is there, like, I know there was a car that was refurbished for the 2002 DVD. Is there like a pristine car or like an Amblin car hidden away somewhere in a private collection or in the back lot?
Because it seems like there's a car missing.
No, there should be a missing car.
Well,
if you've just identified 3 of them and we wrecked the 4th one, where would the
But you mentioned 5 stainless.
Well, one of them we cut apart.
Oh, okay, that one was cut
That was
in
the
half.
shell. That was the shell car.
Okay, that one was cut in half.
So we had-
Then you got the one on the tram tour. You got the one upside down in
Maybe
Honolulu.
we bought 3 for the sequel.
And then you have Desi's car. That's 4. There,
There's the Florida car, but the Florida car is questionable. We don't know if the
there seems to be one that we can't find, and that's what we're trying to figure out.
I have no idea. No, I really don't.
Unless it ended up, I know a guy named Jay Orberg restored or built some cars for the outside
Jay
the
Orberg
ride.
was involved.
And we had talked to him about that, and we were trying to figure out if one of the display cars outside the ride may have been a previously screen used car that was just fixed up to put outside the ride.
Could be, I don't know.
Nah, we're trying to
That's why we're just trying to figure out if all the stuff.
We just love talking about this stuff because we're dorks. Look at this guy. He's wearing a Doc Brown shirt. Where'd you?
I know.
Did you-
Mr. Gale must go and look at
Doc
us
Brown
after and
shirt and tail.
what nerds.
No, you know what?
We love it.
I look at you guys and I say, thank you for helping me pay for my house.
Yeah.